Estamos aquí con Corris, que es el operador que tiene esta concesión. Lleva rentando en esta concesión desde el año 1996 y ha estado pues manteniendo esta naturaleza que hay aquí desde entonces, que son 55.000 hectáreas en las que, pues, por ejemplo, anualmente se caza un león, 2 leopardos, 14 búfalos, 2 elefantes, un par de eland. O sea, haceros una idea de en 55.000 hectáreas eso que supone, no es nada, pero sin embargo es suficiente para generar cientos de miles de dólares de dinero de los cazadores que se vuelve a invertir aquí. Por supuesto, él genera un beneficio para él, pero paga al staff que tiene aquí, paga las infraestructuras, dona dinero para los colegios, paga al gobierno, paga a los guardas que protegen para que no haya furtivos. Entonces, si no fuese por la caza, esos animales no tendrían valor, este medio ambiente no tendría valor y esto dejaría de existir. Porque si la gente que vive aquí no ve que de esos animales sale un beneficio para ellos, pues ellos empezarán a pensar que son unas molestias que tienen, que podrían dedicar ese terreno a otra cosa, y eso es el fin de esto. Además, que este tipo de terrenos de caza, como seguramente nos va a contar Corris, no sirven para safari fotográfico. Así que esa solución que mucha gente dice, no, pues hace safaris fotográficos. Eso es solo el 5% del país que se puede dedicar a eso. ¿Qué hacemos con el resto? Nos vamos los cazadores, desaparece todo. So, Corris, I would like you to speak a bit and let us know about your experience that you are here since 1996.
It's actually 1993.
1993, sorry, desde 1993, no 96, so yeah, more than 30 years already.
Yeah.
So, of course, you know a lot of this area and how much you are investing, how much you are doing for keeping the wildlife here, and how it works, the country and this area specifically. So, if you want to let us know a bit of this.
Thank you. Yeah, I came here in 1993. When I first started in this area is we say campfire, where you have local people that live in the area, and there was no control of the wildlife. There was no value on the animals, and you could go a whole year and see maybe 2 warthogs, wakachiros, if you were lucky. There was a few buffalo, but it was very small numbers. So we got national parks and WWF to give us a hunting quota, so that we could then try and shoot some of and use a little bit. We shot a buffalo, so we use that little bit of revenue to go forward, slowly in small steps to go forward.
Yes.
Also to show the people the value of the animal. So 90% of the trophy fee of the animal that we get goes back to the community. And then maybe more important than the money is the meat. So we call it red gold. It's so important to them. But what we found then is that the poachers were starting to get a little bit less because the local community started realizing there was a value on an animal. They were trying to help with the anti-poaching system. We will obviously spend a tremendous amount of money and resources in doing anti-poaching. And right at the moment, you could take up to 3,000 snares down in a year. Now, 3,000 snares has the potential of killing 3,000 animals.
Or more.
Or more, correct. So it's vital that those things come out of the area. That is being helped with the community. If we go through the area right now, we will find schools that have been built with hunting money. You will find community service centers built with hunting money. Infrastructure in this country now is being built a lot with the hunting money. Sadly, the state that normally pulls it are themselves in financial trouble, and they cannot afford to do all of those things which they were doing in previous years. The teachers are the only ones. The only thing the teachers are getting is they are getting a salary from the state. The rest of it is coming from hunting. Photographic has a place, and it could work in an area like this, but it could never work without a hunter. The hunting is what brings money, and the photographic will. Interestingly, over the 30-odd years, I have not seen any development coming from photographic outfitters. And just recently, we were together at a school where the headmaster of that school, who's been there for 24 years, we wanted to know from him what development he has had at his school or around him from people that are not involved in hunting. His answer was very clear: nothing. So the hunting side of it is vital. We have to also look after that hunting here, because these campfire areas join onto national parks areas. And the national parks around us, Tusadona, were areas that had a tremendous amount of wildlife, but that wildlife got also got very badly poached, as the government themselves found themselves in a position that they could not finance enough rangers to do the anti-poaching. They did not have enough vehicles to do the anti-poaching. So private organizations in the last couple of years have come forward and are assisting national parks to finance their rangers and vehicles and stuff to be able to do the anti-poaching. It is working well. But on the perimeter of those national parks are people. And those animals will come in or go out, and they will be destroyed by the people that live on the outside of those areas. So if we don't have a value of those animals, it does not matter how much the national park tries to do to help it. There is no fence that stops the animals, and they will not be able to put a fence. Because if they put a fence, it will be taken down and used for snares. So again, the hunting community is very important. It comes in and there's strict regulations of how many animals can be shot. It's a very strict quota. The quota is given out. And I'll give an example. In this area here, we have probably 600 buffalo. We have over 400 buffalo in one herd alone. We are allowed to shoot 10. We have probably between 1,000 and 1,500 impala. We are allowed to shoot 35. So the numbers of animals that are taken off are very small. When we come to predators, we mustn't forget we've got predators as well. Leopard, lion, hyena, and the other animals. Lion, they are beautiful animals. Let's not get it wrong. But they are not, should I say, they're not pets. No. This is real wild animals. And in 1 year alone, we had over 120 goats from the villages killed by one pride of lions. Those 120 goats were of huge value to the families where they lost. A goat gives milk, it gives meat, it's endless supply of revenue from a goat. So those lions now, if we did not intervene and start trying to regulate the population with the correct quota system, we would then find the locals would actually take poison and poison all those lions. There's no reason to keep the lions. But if we now bring a hunter in and we regulate and we say, right, we can shoot one lion, the money that's generated from that one lion,
that is a lot.
It's a lot of money. It will now help compensate those people. It will help them feel there was a reason for them not killing the lions. So it's
and also understand that the lion population is managed.
It must be managed. If it isn't, the lion does not have a predator.
Yeah.
So if it is not managed, it will kill all the other animals.
And after that, they will die.
Well,
starvation.
It's not only that. Before the starvation, we've got people that live here.
Yeah, they will eat the people
they'll
before.
start killing people.
Yeah.
I had a learner hunter that many years ago who was killed and sadly eaten. It's a very, very sad situation. And it's the type of thing that nobody wants to see. And it's almost impossible to go the next day and say to the parents of that young man, oh, this happened to your son, but the lion is not a problem. You're never going to get somebody to understand that. So we have to have a value animal, and the animals must be regulated properly. Otherwise, I can just say that if it wasn't for us, we wouldn't have areas, not only in my area, but throughout Zimbabwe, that would be running significantly well enough if the hunter was not there. And our population of animals would be decimated, like it was when I came here in 1993, and what it looks like now today.
Yeah, it's a clear
And
example.
it's a prime example of we can go and see from the 2-3 warthogs, we can now have 50 or 60 warthogs in a day.
But also the government itself, they know. That's why they are making kind of security belt around the park areas where all around is hunting areas.
Correct. That is very
your
important.
effort anti-poaching is helping them.
100%. Those people on the outside, if there was no hunting, and don't forget the other thing is the hunter doesn't always go into an area that's beautiful for a photographic person.
Yeah.
They go into the remote areas where it's difficult to get a vehicle, almost impossible to get vehicles sometimes. Yeah. You have to walk long distances to go in there.
No way.
To make sure that you shoot an old animal.
Yes, no way the people coming for a safari, photographic safari will go in that areas.
Well, put it this way, there'll be very few of them. That
Yeah.
If it does, it will be, the numbers would be maybe 1%, if that, because of the and people that come here want to see animals. When you're going to those remote places,
Like
you're not going there and just going to see lots of animals.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason.
Because that's the real Africa.
Yeah, that's very, very difficult and very hard hunting inside that area. And there's no ways that people are going to photograph, come driving around in a lovely vehicle.
Yeah.
But as I said, there is a place for the photographic group with it. We can work together.
Yes.
But without the hunter, unfortunately, it's not going to work.
We need to protect the lion. We need to protect the elephant. Yeah, we are doing that. We are protecting. But they keep on pressing till they finally get something that they can sell that is to protect. For example, the ban. The ban in the exportation of elephant and lion that is occurring in some countries already, at the end, is making a great damage to conservation, because the value, as you were saying, is lessened. So you have less money to fight the poachers, and you have less money coming out from that. So the people that the elephant is killing people,
Yep.
the elephant is destroying the crops.
Yep.
The lion same. So they will not accept that those animals are there without giving something to them.
I think you brought on the subject of the elephant, which is very important. The elephant population in Zimbabwe has exploded.
Yeah.
Over years, it has exploded. And the licenses for hunting is extremely small.
I think
So what is
70,000 expected.
And I think the
and
license is 500 licenses for the elephant.
But at the end, the kill is like 200. So not even fulfilling the.
So what
the
is
quota.
happening is that if we don't allow more hunters to come in, then what is going to happen is there's going to be a drive, which is what is happening now from the government, where they have to be seen to be trying to protect the people, trying to protect the environment.
Yes.
There are environment areas that is being totally destroyed. There are fields right next door. Last week we had a house that was absolutely smashed to the ground because they were trying to keep their food inside there to keep it away from the elephant. If we do not allow maybe, I think, the hunting to come in and shoot not 400 elephants, but maybe 2,000 elephants.
Yes, or more.
Then, if I had to say 10,000, people would say that you're being crazy. But so be realistic. At 2,000, we are talking of 3% of the animals or 4% of the animals for the next maybe 10 years to monitor the animals and bring the numbers in a real line of where they are.
We can manage.
So that we can manage. If we don't, which is what's happened in big areas of Zimbabwe, total destruction. Yeah. And when the trees are gone, there's nowhere for the birds to make a nest, or there's no leaves on the ground for the animals to eat, it's not only the elephant that's going to suffer, but the total environment is going to be destroyed because of that.
Yes. The lion also, for example, this lion we hunt, everything was... right down to even the fat. Yeah.
The fat of the lion is used by the witch doctors, and they use it in blessings to try and they use it for the little boys or young boys to become men in their later days.
Braver.
It's to be braver, yeah. And so everything is utilized. There's nothing wasted.
The meat.
The people say they don't eat the meat. Yes, they do eat the meat.
Yes.
The only thing on the lion that is not eaten is the stomach. And I say that because all the other animals, the stomach is eaten.
Yeah, they like.
Everything is eaten.
Yeah.
So it's only the stomach on the lion, but otherwise everything is utilized.
Yeah, so we are killing just one lion, that we are showing that we are doing something to protect them. We are getting a lot of money that is invested, again, 90% of it in the community.
Correct.
Here, and all of the meat, fat, everything from the lion is used.
It's 100% used.
Yeah, right.
So you're not just, the feeling that people have that hunters come, shoot the animal, take a picture and drive away.
Yeah.
That's nonsense. I can use much stronger language than that, but it's nonsense. It's not the truth.
Yes. Okay. So, thank you very much.
Oh, I must suggest something, mention something that was, I had the pleasure in the last 24 hours of discussing with you the ideas of how to involve the children to appreciate the hunting even more. They already do by sponsoring maybe prizes for the top students of the class, a goal for them to work in. This is a new concept, and I think a great idea to try and involve. There's 600 children here.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you put 600 children with the mind of, oh, if we do well, we're gonna be the best.
Yeah.
And the hunter has given us a bit of an incentive, whether it's, and in this case, it's school uniforms. They have to have a school uniform. That's by law. But not every parent can afford a school uniform because they don't have the money. And it's by law, the children have to go to school. So it's a very serious catch-22 that the parents sit in and the children sit in. So I think that's a brilliant concept that you've come up with.
Thank you. And thank you for your work here for 30 years.
It's only been a pleasure. It's been fantastic.
Preserving this fantastic area and wilderness, and hope we can continue seeing this many years more. Yes,
I too would be very happy to have you back here as well, and all the other hunters that come in here. Lynn from Mbalabala Safaris has been doing an incredible amount into the areas as well. So yeah, it's been fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ciao, my friend.
Yes, I'm ready. As Karibataga schools, we want to say thank you. We are so grateful that they've brought us meat. Thank you.